Hey, it's Mobb Guppy, where the Guppy is the mob. David Samsel, first in the house. It's yeah, what's going on here? I mean, it's kind of a beautiful day today. It is sunny. It's going to be about 50. So pretty exciting. William Pridemore, Jeff with Valley Fish. How y'all doing? So Logan, Ambus Aquatics, Anthony's Fishy Friends. Yeah, lurk while you drive. Don't text while driving. That's bad. Collins Critter Cave. Carrie. Habercorn, how are you? So it's I hope you've had a great week. It's I keep getting these women, by the way, on Instagram who want me to send their pictures. Chewy, how are you? And I go on and I say, could you send me pictures of your guppies? Baltic Sea guppies, how are you? Good evening, good morning, whatever time of day it is around the world. Doug Gray, one of the original founding members of the Ramones. Boom Boom Ramone, aka Peter Thiel. You know, being on tour with the Ramones in that little van, it was cold and shivering, getting ready to play some wonderful roots rock. It's all about the guppies. So yeah, so some pretty gal on Instagram wants to send me pics. I said, send me those guppy pics, baby. Here's the other thing that I do. You get hit up by these women on on Facebook and this wanting you to send money. It's probably some guy in Nigeria, and I'm not criticizing Nigeria, but Nigerians seem to be good at that. Renee, how are you? And so, hey, Rico Stan. So here's what I do. Whenever I get these women who write to me, I always say, hey, before we get to know each other, can you send me $50, please? It blows they go, what? I said, well, you approached me. I didn't approach you. If you want to know about more about me, I need to know that you're for real. Send me 50. Blows their mind. All right, Rico Stan, BRB. So I have great news in the fish room. I got my stimulus check. I woke up Wednesday morning. Danny Ken Aquatics, how are you? So Wednesday morning, I opened up my beloved bank account, and all of a sudden I saw that's a lot more money than I thought would be there. And oh, I got $1,200 from the federal government for the stimulus I was supposed to get in April or whenever that was. So I promptly blew half of it on fish room stuff. I went straight to the flooring store after work, and the flooring is going to be installed on December 29th. And I'm pretty excited about that. Oh, and guess what just arrived? I ordered a Christmas gift for my brother. I think I brought this up on a previous live stream. It was supposed to have been here last Monday. It was too late. I had to ship out the Christmas stuff, hoping that it would arrive for them. But I sent my brother the thing I wanted to send him. You've seen the commercials for Dr. Rick. This is what my dad had in his garage. In fact, I think I have to order one for my brother-in-law so he has one as well. It's a thermometer in the garage. Hey, Ian, what's up, man? How are you? Yeah, I went and I was looking at my the Mob Guppy Facebook page, and all of a sudden I realized that our buddy from Colored Guppies wrote me a note like, oh, a month ago, and I hadn't replied to him, so I wrote him a note apologizing. Guess I should look at that more. But it's been real busy at work, a lot of stuff. All's good, Ian. I've been just I'm getting ready to expand that fish room, and I can't wait. Bolo is here with me, and he could not be happier. He's in my lap, passed out. He got groomed this week. Took him in for a bath and to be brushed out, and so he's on my lap right now, snoring. One good thing about the COVID-19, yes, more fish, Chewy, and what else? The fish room supplies are certainly justified expenses from the stimulus check. Yep, absolutely. Guppy boy, what's up? Excellent. Well, your wife's getting better, but Rico, you're getting worse, huh? Okay, well, yeah, be well. It's I know somebody that I had contact with uh a week ago. So I'm keeping kind of a low profile. Um, it's and it wasn't like I was really close to this woman, but I was in the same room with her a couple of times, and I chatted with her once at somebody at the office. So hopefully, she'll be fine. Hopefully, I don't get in. I have an acquaintance of mine here. This guy got it, and he has. In fact, I thought for a while there, I was expecting to hear they didn't make it from the COVID. Ventilator, not responsive, all that sort of stuff. Vinoxky Tanks, how are you? Big J's. Did I miss anybody up? I said hi to Jesus, the Guppy boy. Yeah, so built an excuse, meet up with anyone for the next year. I think I was near someone that has COVID. You see, it's like a winner winner. That's I'll tell you what, it's really good. Yeah, I'm doing whatever I can to get that shot as soon as possible. Posiwi, what's up? Glad having you here. Yeah, I saw that, David Samsel, a mutation to the COVID. Yay! Yeah, so gang, it's and I get it. Nobody wants to wear the stupid masks. Nobody. That sucks. But when it's all said and done, be well and be careful. Okay? Be well and be careful. Scott's Aquatics, Peplin Creek Aquatics. Hey, by the way, Doug, broken down Subaru, isn't that sort of an oxymoron? Just say Subaru. Yeah, no, it's because they move around a lot. Those little guppies, trying to get a good picture of them. I agree with you on that. It's Yeah, so I'm so excited. Now they wanted to put in the flooring the next day, but I couldn't do it because I have to move a bunch of boxes into the other room. That's what I'll be doing. Over Christmas time. That's what I'll be doing. Oh, you got a new puppy. Saved her from a Subaru for real. There you go. I did not know that mods cannot post links. I didn't know that. We're just joking, Ian. Just joking. Hey, Alishon AS, welcome. And by the way, you want a good conversation if you want to get out of something. I need to leave my fish. It's time for them to feed. I just love the term. He wants to feed. For whatever reason, you hear that in horror movies, stuff like that. I just think it's great. How are your fish, Renee? How's everybody's fish doing? So last week, I talked about this on the Monday live stream a little bit. Um, is that there was an IFGA unsanctioned Zoom call last weekend. It was pretty cool. Should have been more focused, but it was pretty cool. I didn't stay for the whole thing, mainly because I have stuff to do in my life. But you know, I like football. Saved a pup from a Subaru for a Honda. Huh. More frozen BBS and Daphnia. Yeah, you'll get better growth with that, Renee. Um, my next feeding will be right after we're done the live stream. I'm going to be feeding some frozen Daphnia and Cyclops. No, Renee, you're totally right. It was really cool. They were going to do another one, I think, this week, but they canceled it. I think probably because of the holidays. Up a Dodge in. Let's just disparage, by the way, every car company while we're here. 19 here, 11 thumbs up. Thanks, gang. I really appreciate it. Yeah, so Bolo's here. He's a happy camper. Yeah, very good. I'll tell you what, the freeze dried Cyclops, Renee, I got that. I get my brine shrimp eggs from American Brine Shrimp. It's not a disparagement. I'm not promoting them. I'm not saying they're better or worse than anybody else. That's where I got. And it's a good value for what I get. Okay. I've not never ordered from Brine Shrimp Direct. Maybe I should do so next. Well, they sent me this last time from some freeze dried Cyclops. And my only criticism of that is that it's really big. I tossed that in with some other food in, my tanks where I have a lot of baby guppies. And I'm just going, wow, that's really, really big. If that baby guppy eats it, so I'm using it. I have my couple of grow out tanks with mainly adult guppies, and I'm using it on that. I did not know that Michael Schenker had a new band, but that's good. You see, no matter what goes on here, Chewy, I love you, buddy. You're trying to get me to chase down things. I'm trying to keep focus this time. This time, I don't know how long we're going to make it. We've been here for 15 minutes. At some point, it's going to go off the rails, but there you go. Yeah, the freeze dried Cyclops that I got. Now, the frozen Cyclops is perfectly fine, but for whatever reason, the freeze dried Cyclops I got that they threw in just a little beef. VB23, how are you? When I threw it in the tank with some of my other small food for for my guppies, I thought they looked bigger than everything else. And that was my impression on it. Yeah, fine powder, no, this is not. So I don't know. It may be a better deal that you got, Renee. I haven't tried it, so I don't know. So that type. But what I do like about American brine shrimp is this: they always usually send you some different type of food with them. And I ordered a food and brine shrimp from them. I don't know, like 3 weeks ago. Every train goes off the rails. Yes, it does. Hey, thank you very much, Ian. Great having you here as always, my friend. Yeah, I got to get some water changes done too. I've got to get that in place. Excellent, Renee. Well, that's fantastic. If it's a powder, I would feel much better about it. The one that I get didn't get it. Going to try Dr. Bassler fry food. I have not tried it. Please let us know how it goes. Here's what I have. I and hey, John Oliver, how are you? You feeling better? You recovered, my friend? I use VB23 for my guppies. I use one thing and one thing only. General cure. I did have some erythromycin, but I haven't found it lately. I understand it's kind of tough to get. I have general cure. I toss it in the tanks. All of a sudden, I have a tank not doing well. I had a tank go sideways on me not that long ago, and it was not pretty. If you talk to somebody who's a better fish keeper than I am, like Doug Gray uses different stuff. Nope, Doug's here. Bob Kaler, great having you here. John Oliver, I'm glad you're feeling well, that you've recovered. And I will use salt, aquarium salt, if all of a sudden it goes from there. I have used that. I will add that in. I do not. A lot of people will sit there and say, who are guppy keepers, will say, add salt to the water. I do not. Now, because I feed baby brine shrimp and I don't rinse it off, I just, that has obviously a little bit of salt in it. But there you go. Skippers, aquariums. Hey, how are you? If you haven't subbed, please do. Great having you here. Yeah, ICX. I use ICX, Renee. I'm glad you brought that up. Whenever I ship in fish, Anthony, I don't have stickers yet. I will get stickers. It's on my list for the new year. I will have. I'll tell you what. Foxy's Fishes. What's up? Um, Let me tell you something about our buddy Carlos, TPK Aquatics. He made my logo for me, and I've been thinking of updating my logo, not because I don't like it. I just want something a little bit different. And but I haven't done it because of my respect for him. He just did that out of the goodness of his heart, and I appreciated it very much. And I've been thinking of making that next step to do something different, but I haven't done it yet. So there you go. Yeah, I'll tell you what. No, Renee, yeah, it's rebranding and going out and getting that in place. That's something that's good to do. I just haven't done it yet, and it'll be something for the new year. Want Doug Gray stickers, Mutt Guppy driving a Subaru logo. You see, there you go. Yeah, I need to though say just for gentlemen for a reason, and hey, women folk, you may not know this as much, but I'm going to tell you something. We get hit up by, and maybe you get hit up by male models, Instagram male models. We get hit up by these Instagram models all the time. Wanting to be our friends and crap, and which is fine. I'm all about, let's face it, we all need friends, don't we? But they're just after us after money, which is fine if you want to send some woman who has a bunch of guys sending her money because she's pretty and wears a bikini. That's fine. But my line is that they come and approach me, well, and so I can go and get that done. It's and get some stuff done all the way around there. Uh, it's a crazy deal all the way around. Yeah, so these women send you notes. They say, hey, do you want my pictures? And they want money. And if they get, if they get 50 men sending them $100 a month, that can be a real living. Chattanooga, Ed. So every time I get hit up by these women now, I just ask them to send me $50. Well, Bob Kaler, the IRS is something. And about Patreon, taxing after the beginning of the year. I have a Patreon account, but I haven't done a lot with it. Maybe I'll do something more as we get into 2021. The big old 2-1. Carrie, exactly. And she goes, one of these women goes, no, you have it the wrong way. I said, no, I don't. You approached me. How do I know you're for real? Send me $50. Then she wanted me to buy her $100 in iTunes gift cards. There you go. PayPal reports the IRS if you took, and by the way, if you have a business at home, whether it's fish or whether what have you. In fact, this is something I have to do. My accountant told me, and I'm not an accountant, but because of certain things, yeah, having an LLC around it ain't a bad deal, and also can protect you. Also protect you, and and be able to write off if you get a profit in your business whatsoever. Yep. So Bolo, seriously, I actually got home I had to go do some stuff this morning, so I got home about 2 hours ago, and I left the home at 6 a.m. because I had to go to the office and work. Yeah, it's great. And so there I am. Renee, like some of the big channels, they do more private type things. So they'll do a live stream just for their Patreons so they can answer the questions, sometimes for things they don't know how to do it. We just have ink for the ARC. Counts as it fits best. Yeah, my accountant told me I have to do an LLC. So I'll do that this week. So, and again, I don't know. I have not, it's I have not subscribed to anybody's Patreons. But I'm guessing like the King of DIY and Aquarium Co-op, those suspects, they is that it's just they have it and they're pretty active with it. Trying to sell fish online, so I asked my mom for my birthday for a credit card. Never got it. I guess she has no time right now. Hey, Jesus, I have a question for you. Um, is that how old are you again? Hey, Fishy 64. How are you? Nice seeing you here. Charitable 591C3. There you go. 501 or 50591? 15. Yeah, well, what you should do is have your mom go down with you and get a bank account with a debit card. Your own bank account. All they need is like $100 for you to open it up. That's it. And then you can begin doing the wonders of adulting like the rest of us try to do. Peter's holding Alien Con and at my home next weekend. Yep. So yeah, and Jesus, Renee agrees with me. So there, you got two people, and who have been adulting at least for a couple of years. You only have the 99 cents membership. That's Yazi taking a dump. Well, that's nice to know. You should. It's you do have an LLC. Very cool, Rico Stan. We found the geek spot in New York. There you go. So let's see here. What's going on? I'm just just getting junk done. I'm so happy to have this flooring done. And then I'll pick up another large aquarium where I'm trying to figure out, do I get a Texas cichlid or an Oscar? I need something to, help out with culls. Or is there another fish I should be looking at? Well, David, LLCs go out there and Go Oscar. Um, LLCs are great, not perfect, but again, depends on the usage. For instance, for people like us, Jack Dempsey, he'll send me a few. Flooring first, installing poles for the pole dancing classes for the local ladies next. Yeah, I don't think I'll be doing that one. Yeah, you know what, Kaylor, we may make a deal there. It's yeah. So right here, by the way, with me right now, Fishy Biz Aquatics. Great having you here. What is up? Yeah, Anthony, you're the professional at this. You're climbing poles all day and all night, keeping the power running. SoCal's favorite guy, Anthony the pole dancer. By the way, I'm drinking today Pure Life. Now, I would have been drinking a Dr. Pepper, but I reached into the fridge and I realized I didn't have any there cooling down. Anthony's got his own fancy stickers. Yeah, I need to get stickers. That's definitely there. Yeah, so I've got yeah, just the fun. By the way, here, gang, thank you so much. 25 people here, 15 thumbs up. Thank you. Um, yeah, so little Bolo, my dog. And by the way, having a dog that is special needs because he's deaf, I just think that it gets more sympathy from the ladies than saying, it's a rescue dog. No, it's a special needs dog. A dwarf pike cichlid, don't need a large tank, and they eat everything. Hit the like. Tennessee Fish Mafia's everywhere. Bolo has something here. He's got like a little thing, a little bit of hair that's hanging around his eye. I'm trying to pull it off, but he's not cooperating. It's still sticking a little bit. Oh, there we go. See that? That was sticking around his eye, so I got it. So there you go. Santa is driving by right now on a fire truck. Is there a big Christmas parade going on where you're at, David? The vet would have charged 125 bucks for that. Well, he was in for a grooming this week and it was there. I was surprised they didn't take care of it then, but they didn't. So I got home, like a little over 2 hours ago, and Bolo was asleep on his little mat in the bathroom. I lock him up in there. Otherwise, he'd be running around crying and junk like that. So I went and set him up, and he was he didn't realize that I was in. He didn't realize I had pulled off his gate. He was there, and I'm going, no, this isn't good. So I just sat there. I said, is he breathing? Again, heart condition, 13 years old. Yeah, that's great. I'm glad that Santa comes by for the kids. That's fantastic. My company does a bunch of Christmas parades. I did two of them this year. And the deal is you can't dress up like Santa Claus. It's yeah, no, it was real scary because all of a sudden there he was, and I'm walking by. Usually, if I get home, even though he can't hear, Bolo will, he will, he'll start barking. I walked through the living room. I have to get an electrician here. Do flooring or get electrician? Flooring for my fish or get an electrician for my garage door opener? I think it's a brain dead thing. It's no, no worries at all. I went and I got the flooring, and it's so I went around to open the garage door, put my car in the garage, came back out and around, and he still was out. Yep, Renee, flooring is again having your priorities straight. Is it about fish or is it about basic home maintenance? It's fish. I dressed up Santa the week of Christmas, after Christmas. Why? Just to have the kids flip you the bird, Bob? Yeah, here's my problem, Doug, is that because of, my thing, I had a brain aneurysm. My hands do not hold real steady. And, so I'll end up doing stuff several times just to get it right, just to go through and do it once because my hands do not hold steady. So it's part of the deal. And there are days that's even worse. So it was like yesterday, my hands were like, you can get me a high paying one time job of delivering nitro. Yes. Well, the deal is, Kaler, being Santa after the big day is that you'll have kids that are mad at you. They'll be saluting you with one finger. The gigs are endless. Electrical work from YouTube terrifies me. Fire! One of those things. I just won't cut corners on. Yeah, you see, I think there's something to be said about that. Chewy, don't give Doug more joke ideas. Oh man. So can you hear Bolo? He's snoring not that hard. So yeah, Doug, I knew that Chewy's joke was right there for you. Yeah, I'm gonna look up the dwarf pike just out of grins. Mandalorian had something like that, and people were blowing it up because they were fighting against the Empire. It was great. It was sort of like Nitro. I worked in high voltage for years. Yeah, safety first. Big thumbs up. I'm in favor of safety, everybody. I am actually right now washing my face masks. Yeah, almonds are delicious. Absolutely. Well, I'm gonna look that up. Be careful about unhooking an electric fence to a car battery was more shocking. Indian almond tree, that's right. Put them in with the bettas, other blackwater species. Blackwater species all the way around. Would Lori Partridge grow in a partridge tree? Okay, there we go. Yeah, electric fences, is that. Yeah, and I do have a question about electric fences. It used to be sort of like in areas that were sort of suburban and they had pastures with the cows and the horses, they would do an electric fence because if the horse got out or the cow got out, they would be showing up in the suburbs and creating all sorts of mayhem. Is there really a reason, if you have good fencing, why you would need that? An electric fence at this point? Because they make really good fences. Technology's there. And, so there you go. Hey, congrats on getting the koi bettas, Bob. Females. Now, Bob, have you bred your bettas? I'm behind on your videos. I know you have a bunch. Do you breed them? A couple of species of dwarf pikes in your tap water, not soft water. Your grands had electric. Yeah. Not intentionally yet, but you've had them spawn. You have to do that intentionally. Some intentional betta love. Your pony was standing on the fence till it crumbled. Had to get an electric fence. Ponies are the devil. Betta Bob. Hey, there is high tension fence, but it's very expensive. Okay, I just lost my train of thought. It'll return to me. It's at the boarding kennel you worked at for the climbers. Yeah, and Bolo doesn't climb. Never has, never will. In fact, I don't even, the doggy gate, I just lay it down there. He's pushed down the doggy gate twice in 13 years. And for the diggers, especially if they pee on it. And yeah, ponies equal devil. So one of my horses, she did really well. She won on Sunday, and she ran a Brisnet thing of 94, which is strong. She's 2 years old, and she got featured. And by the way, don't think it's that big of a deal. It's I paid like the price of an aquarium. So yeah, so 2-year-old winning her maiden. It was her third race. She was in the money in every maiden she's run, and now they're going to move her to stakes races because they're talking about her for the Kentucky Oaks, which would be fantastic, which really great. I would take a couple of days off and drive over to see it. I have a buddy of mine who has given me an open invitation. He lives over in Lexington. So it's so more than likely though, because of the deaf dog here, is I would probably drive over, leave like at at 1 a.m., get over there, put him in daycare, and go in, watch the race, get the heck out of Dodge, and drive all night home. Probably what I would do. If I got really tired, I'll stop on the way back. If they allow crowds. Anybody who've had the COVID vaccine? We've had a couple of people here who've had the COVID or have it currently. Anybody here anybody here have the vaccine as of yet? No, mainly it's just health professionals at this point who are getting it, but buy you something. It's yeah, trust me. It's the horse I have a piece of. I'm one of 3,500 shareholders. So a teeny little piece. But so she's so again it's just it's nice to see. Yeah, so it's so other than that, let's see. What else going on here? Feed the fish, do a little water changes today. You're late in driving. Hey, select bet. No on both, Peter. Okay. It's all right. And by the way, there's no such thing as being late. Anybody who's able to make it, I always appreciate having you here. I really do. So Nestle Pure Life. It's all good. You're moving guppies around. Well, I'll be doing that here when I get this room set up. Bolo should have a fedora, sunglasses, and a large cigar for the race. Yeah, except here's the deal with Bolo. He won't wear a hat. He won't wear clothes. He hates them. My ex-wife, when we lived in New Jersey, got boots for him, because it's cold. I'm going, it's a Pomeranian. They actually are from snow areas. They have in their feet, they have hair in their pads, sort of made to be on ice for a quick and snow for a walk. So it was like we paid some ridiculous amount of money, like $40. You could buy 410 gallons at the dollar sale for that. He destroyed them immediately. No, it's okay. It's okay, David. No worries. And Google's had all sorts of issues, and YouTube has, if you haven't been following it, is that all the companies that have cloud businesses have been under attack. All of them that have cloud services have been under attack from, they're saying the Russians, but it very well could be the Chinese, Kazakhstan, real big in on that. It could be coming from India. You're sure it's not the Ruskies? They are innocent. Alrighty. There you go. Doug Gray's weighed in on that one. Kind of neat to go and follow. Sorry for yawning. Government cloud seeding? Yes. Because everything we do on the internet is in the cloud. Not this company, but a previous company I worked for. They lost internet, and there was an internet outage to the building we were in, and you couldn't even look at a Word file or an Excel file because everything with that company was on the cloud. The company believed in protecting their intellectual rights, and I get it. You're working for them. So there you go. Lizard people. You know who would have something to say about lizard people? David Childress. If you don't know who David Childress is, people, watch Ancient Aliens. Ancient Aliens, he says, they sort of trot him out and he says all sorts of crazy crap. Okay, no problem, Ken. Hey, lurking is great. I appreciate having y'all here, and I know I've got to get water changes done today as well, so I know exactly what's going on with you. So no problems at all. No problems at all. Stretching out my it's when I'm done with the live stream, Bolo and I have to go and pick up I just received a package for my brother, which will not be for Christmas anymore. It's going to be for his birthday in about a little over a month. But I'll send it in the same wonderful puke green wrapping paper. I thought it looked pretty good inside Party City. And then I looked at it when I got home going, God, that's awful. But it is what it is. It is what it is. It's I have, by the way, I do have a picture of Bolo up next to the TV with Santa. That's the only Christmas stuff I have up. I didn't have any Hanukkah stuff up, no Christmas stuff. So there you go. Yeah, you know what, David? I'm glad you brought that up. Yeah, the TV show V, they are alien lizard people. Love me some lizard people. They're the best. Reptilians. Speaking of reptilians, your tiny live tree in a pot or bar or bookshelf, a few small decorations. There you go. Tiny live tree. There you go. I do not have a Festivus pole. I'm not going to air my grievances. I don't really have many grievances. I just have things I want to do. And everything's happened in the past. In the past, you learn from it, you move on. Think your ex was lizard people, cold blooded and all? There you go. Alienation. I like the alienation better than V, just to be fair. Do a Festivus poll next year. Exactly. That's a great idea. Wrestle Doug. That's what you want to do for Hanukkah or Christmas. There you go. And Festivus for the rest of us. I'll lift Bolo up here before we're done so you can see him. He's doing really well. Let's see what other things going on in the fish room. I don't know. I've just been, I think this time of year is just nuts. What are you guys eating for Christmas? I've got to figure that out. And Festivus not over until Doug is pinned. There you go. Corn dogs, yeah, that'd be a pretty good one. Or do I get like a steak or do I get a lamb? I don't know. It's all figured out. Or I do rabbit, Hassenpfeffer. So Thanksgiving dinner because we didn't do one for Thanksgiving due to your medical treatment. Yeah, I get it. I did stop by Natural Grocers, and you know what they had? They had a celebration loaf. The vegan thing. Maybe I'll do a celebration loaf. Or maybe I'll just pick up a nice big steak, to do with the baked potato. Maybe that's what I do. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I do have for the turkey, I do have a package of stuffing. So, that's kind of nice. And I have a couple of the ingredients with it. Maybe that's what we do. Seafood Christmas Eve, lasagna Christmas Day. Yeah, that's not bad. I could make lasagna. Doug hasn't been posting the red sports car repo. It's called Snow, Bob Kaler, and sports cars really don't go out when it's snowing. Philly got nailed, but not quite like upstate New York, which got like 44 inches in one place. Now that's some serious snow. Hey, Rico. Celebration Loaf was your nickname in college. Hey, Rico Stan, how much snow did you get? Yeah, cleaned off the roads icy and with we had snow and then it got cold and they did ice on the to keep the roads from freezing in places. So I had to go wash my car yesterday. Yeah, we get snow here. Last year we got about 3 inches once or twice. That was nice. We got snow over last weekend, but none of it stuck. And we got snow on Wednesday morning. We only got about 6 inches. So the 41 inches was 2 hours south from you. There you go. Rico is going to be a special guest co-host on Fish Room Fever stream coming next week. Excellent. Homemade pierogi, kielbasa, breads, fish, etc. You're still about 45 inches behind the seasonal average. Well, let's hope you guys make it up. and get the snow you are allotted. Homemade pierogi. You know what I really like is that here's what I miss about being in Jersey, and you don't miss a lot about Jersey, but here's what you do: is that there was an Italian deli in Garfield, which is a big Italian American community, and this place is full of people with taking those Italian foods to go. And here is the deal: is that they did uh, lobster raviolis. Oh my god! Yeah, so far Mob Guppy holds the YouTube record for not being having a live stream co-hosted by Livestream Ed. You know, I found out what the program is with it. I need to sort of sign up and go from there. 20 inches of snow there the other day. Excellent. Good for the water table in the spring. Yep, Livestream Ed is the bestest co-host. Yeah, absolutely. No arguments from me. Yeah, it's really good. You know who, by the way, makes the best sausage of any of the European groups? The Czechoslovakians. The Czechs are really, really good. I mean, it's tasty. Really tasty. Ask Ed for an autographed photo, Peter. You'll get points. You know, I just get out of the way, you guys in the Tennessee Mafia. You know, I just sit back and let you guys do what you do. But I'll ask him for one. Yeah. So, all right, gang. It is about time to wrap up. I'm going to show you Bolo, who's been sleeping here the entire live stream. Here he is. Now he's just back at where he was. All right, gang. Thank you so much for being here. We'll see you Monday, and have a good one. And it's go for whatever football team you go for, and it's all good. Water changes for all, and all a good night.